Let's go and take a situation report from our correspondent, Emperor Simon, who is in the Adamawa state capital, Yola. Morning to you, Emperor. So what's happening?
Yeah, good morning, and thanks for coming to Yola, the Adamawa state capital. It's a sunny morning, sunny Sunday morning, and it's looking very bright here in Yola after yesterday's, tough times, would I say, where the citizens came out in their numbers to exercise their franchise and to choose the person they would want to have as president for the next 4 years and perhaps maybe 8 years to come. And so it was quite an eventful moment yesterday in Yola. In almost all the polling units we visited, we saw a large turnout of voters in many places. And that's because I guess this time around, the citizens do not want to leave anything to chance. So they want to be a part of the process. They want to ensure that the right person is there for them that would ensure economic development, whether it's in the area of security for the citizens or in the area of growth in terms of businesses, in terms of indices, maybe healthcare, education, and all of that. They want to be part of the selection process of their leaders. And so we saw a good turnout of voters yesterday. It was peaceful. Security was beefed up. And we had a situation where security personnel from various security agencies went around the town to monitor the process. Right now, we are still waiting for the next step of action.
I see from behind you, Emperor, that the streets are still fairly deserted, even though I know that the restriction of movement ended yesterday at 6 o'clock. Is it that those who participated in the process yesterday are still, taking it easy, or is it that where it's the calm that is kind of deceptive? There are lots of people who are at home glued to their TV screens or to their radios and so on, waiting for results or news about what it is that has happened. What's the feel like of the environment around you?
Yeah, for Yola is known for being a peaceful, environment. Even though we know the security situation in the last past, 2 decades have actually plunged Adamawa State and most states in the northeast into some level of insecurity, but it's relatively peaceful. And so, so many things could be responsible for what you are seeing behind me. First is that today is Sunday, and many people here could have gone to church, to give thanks to God for having a peaceful election yesterday. And secondly, people are anxious. They want to know what the result is. And the only place to get these details would be the media organization, whether it is the radio or the television. So people are glued to their television at this moment. Of course, for me, as a TV person, I also had to ensure I monitor every process, monitor the 2023 verdict to know what's happening, while I'm in my room away from the street. And so that could also be a reason. And then the fourth thing could be that perhaps people are not sure of what the outcome will be and how it will play out. So they need to stay in their home, in the comfort of their home, in the safety of their home, to be sure that they are not in the way of any kind of threat that might occur as a result of the outcome of the election.
And Emperor, when you say monitoring and, television stations, it is channels television, the network built on trust. Emperor, we went to IREV looking at the portal earlier in the day, and we noticed that Adamawa hadn't posted any of the results. And if we remember talking to you yesterday, and they were counting and collating. Are you hearing of anything on ground there as to why, results haven't come in for Adamawa yet?
Yeah, so that could be for some reasons. First is that there are many of the local governments here in Adamawa State are far from the center. For instance, Madagali is about 5 hours away from Yola. And so it might take a little while for those responsible in these various local government areas to come to the state capital for the collation. But secondly, the fact that the returning officers, and yesterday we were told that the returning officer or the collation officer, as it were, could not fly into Adamawa State because of some flight rescheduling. And so he is expected to be in town today, I guess this morning, and then collation will begin hopefully perhaps in the afternoon or evening. So those are the situations at the moment. But the collation centers at the time we visited yesterday and early this morning, it's still being set up.
Well, Emperor, from your experience covering elections and what you experienced yesterday, is there anything markedly different in the turnouts from your own observation?
Yes, certainly. The 2023 general election is no doubt one big moment in Nigeria's political history because having gone through tough economic challenges, the people are now more than willing and ready to make a change or to ensure that they get what they want. And so the turnout yesterday was quite massive. And then in addition to that is the fact that security situation in Adamawa State and many parts of the Northeast is improving. And so that has also boosted the people's confidence to come out knowing that they will be safe out there to perform their civic responsibility. So they came out in their numbers. And then the fourth thing is the fact that the beavers machine that INEC has introduced, when we spoke to some voters yesterday, they did mention that there is a great improvement in the electoral process. So that also added to the confidence that the people have in the process. So they came all out. So those factors actually made a difference. I tell you, the truth is the people were eager, they were anxious to exercise their franchise. They came out as early as 7:30, even waiting for INEC personnel to come to the polling unit. So it made a lot of differences.
Indeed, Emperor, thank you so very much for your reporting. Do stay safe out there, and we will continue to come to you as we get information that you have, updates throughout the course of the day. Our correspondent, Emperor Simon, in the Adamawa State capital, Yola.